Hey everyone, I just got back from a 12-mile run, and that's part of my tapering for my 50K, which is the hat 50K, which is 2 weeks from now. And I'm just kind of, like I said, tapering, trying to do some faster runs and keep them pretty short, and just kind of have a good time out there. It's nice. The snow is melting, and it's a little bit warmer out, so I'm having a good time. But I wore my Nathan hydration system today, and I wanted to, before I got all cleaned up and everything, do a little quick video review for you, because I figured that a text review wouldn't really do it justice. You wouldn't be able to see how it worked that way. So, here's how it works. You wear it on your back. The water is all back here. You have the straw up front. Can go down either side you want, and doesn't really get in the way at all when you're running. Not a problem at all. Has this little bite valve on it, so you can, when you're running, you open that up, take a like that. I actually got some. I didn't mean to actually drink it, but there you go. So, it's really nice. You don't have to stop running. You can just put it in your mouth. You can stop if you want, and I still do, but you don't need to if you didn't want to. And it has all these pouches in it. I put almonds in here. Over here, I always keep a gel. Yes, it's a commercial energy gel, but I keep it in there because it's not going to expire. At least, I don't think so. Hope not. Keep it in there for an emergency, just in case, because you never know. With trail running and ultra running, you never know what would happen. So, it's always good to have a little emergency stash. And what else? There are more pouches on the back, but I wanted to show you how the weight works. The weight is somehow pushed into the center of your back, and it's not like a lot of pressure or anything, but it's not all on your shoulders. You don't feel any weight up here. So when you're running, you don't get this bouncing up and down feeling that I tend to associate with carrying water on runs. You do kind of hear a little sloshing. Hear that? And that might be because the thing's only partially full. And that's one downside. I really don't like that noise, but you get used to it. And I hope that the people that I'm running with get used to it, but I don't really know. So anyway, let me show you the back of this thing. 4 pouches, IDs, apples, whatever you want in there, cell phone. And there's this thing on the back which they say you can put gloves and hats and whatever else in there when you get tired of them. So I'm kind of scared to do that. I feel like it might slip out or something, and I doubt they would replace my hat if I told them I lost it that way. So I don't use that much. And here is the main bladder that holds all the water or liquid or whatever. I actually had Vega Sport today, but this is water, but that yellow tint is left over from the Vega Sport I used. And this completely detaches if you want it to from the vest. I'm not going to do that because it's just kind of, I don't know, it just takes a little while to get back on there. But this thing slides off, and it's actually a really nice, good seal. It seems strange that it is so good, but it is. Just this little sliding device. Open up here, pour water in there. Holds 70 ounces. I usually only do about half of that. And you're supposed to squeeze the air out before you put this thing back on. And then, if I can get it to work, slide it back on. So, that's a pretty nice little feature. It's easy to clean. You just rinse it out, hang it up to dry. One thing that I wish I could fix is I can't get this tube separated from the bladder. There's a little spot where it's supposed to separate right here. And they say it does. I've yanked on it pretty hard and it doesn't separate very easily. So if someone knows how to do that, please let me know, because that makes it a little bit harder to clean than I think it should be. But that is one of my very few complaints about it. So anyway, I guess, that's all. That's how it works. Like I said, I'm really happy with it. It's a great alternative to fuel belt, which I used to be using, the standard thing that you see road runners wearing. And I used to think this was kind of the only way to do it. But then when I crewed the JFK 50 miler for 3 people who were running in it, we took a bunch of pictures and stuff, and then when I showed them to my wife, Erin, she was like, hey, they're all wearing the same vest. And I had never really realized that, but they all have that Nathan vest on. So it was kind of getting into the trail running and the ultra running community that, where I got introduced to that. But anyway, this is what I had been using, and it just kind of, it always rides up, or your shorts separate from it. I forget what it is, but it's just annoying. And it really made running, long distance runs less enjoyable for me. So I kind of completely stopped bringing water with me on runs, and I would park my car and then maybe try to get 3 miles away and come 3 miles back to the car. But that turned out to be kind of dangerous because you I would tend to push it and get farther and farther away from the car without water. So I had a few pretty bad bunks that way. And I realized that when I wear the Nathan, I actually just drink more often, and it's better for me. I mean, I can tell that I'm feeling more energized, even though I wasn't necessarily thirsty. I just kind of tend to put it up my mouth and drink it. And I drink much more water on the run that way, and I think that's a good thing. So that's why I like it. And also, it allows you to, with the thing, as opposed to leaving it in the car, it's like you can get 10 miles away from your house or from your car and not have to worry. And that kind of that adds a lot of adventure to running. Whereas if you're only getting 2 or 3 miles away from your car and all these out and backs, that's just not really that fun. So that's why I like that Nathan. This isn't supposed to be a commercial or anything, and I hope you realize that. But I'm just happy with it, so I wanted to tell you guys about it. Last thing, I got these in the mail today. They are two, I don't know what they're called. I guess they're insoles. There you go. They're soft insoles. They have a little bit of support kind of in them, but not too much. It's mostly cushioning. And they're made by this company called Sorbothane. And they're going to be giving away a pair on my blog, and I'm going to write a review of that in the near future. So just a little heads up there. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. I've been recently read a lot of stuff about the barefoot running, or running in the Vibrams, and how not having cushioning is supposed to maybe lessen the incidence of injuries. And I don't really know if that's true, but it seems that a lot of studies are pointing in that direction. So, I'm trying these with an open mind. It's kind of the opposite approach, but that doesn't mean that it's not good. So, I'm going to give it a try. I'm looking forward to it. And, like I said, you can win one. So, that's all for today. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys, I'll see you guys when you watch this video. Alright.